Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada, where the torch, in honor of the legendary owner Al Davis, has just been lit, as is tradition before kickoff at Allegiant Stadium, just off the Strip in Las Vegas. Tonight, on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders on Sunday Night Primetime. On the KC sideline, a look at their head coach. His guys playing well, 4-2 through the first 6 games. And on the other side, the head coach of the Raiders. His team looking... Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Whoa! Wow! And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin then. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down. And he let him a bit too much. That pass is incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 20.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
That is caught by the tight end, Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
Next to score, Chiefs 7, Raiders nothing.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
There's been a lot of talk coming into this week, Mike, about whether or not he'd be able to keep this hot streak going. And while I don't know if he'll be able to produce that absurd stat line like he did a week ago, I think he's more than capable of having another strong outing here in this one. I mean, somehow, if he can replicate last week's success, I think it's pretty safe to say he's got a chance to leave here with another win.
And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. From the 43, it's second and 3.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Genti. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Throwing on the run, it's behind his man, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. On second down, Mahomes. Now he takes off. They get 21 on that one. And the Chiefs have a first down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. Now a third and 2.
A 7-yard gain.
On the ground, it's the tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards, able to convert on that third and 3.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Now Mahomes. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And this takes it into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. On first and 10, it's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 11-yard line.
On second down, Pacheco. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on third and short.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend to a 10-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
He'll go play action with Stroud. On the move left. He's going to tuck it and go. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Chiefs on top. And we're back in Vegas after this. Quarter two begins. It is Raider football. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 41-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud exiting the pocket right. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
On 2nd down, Stroud. Catch made, right side by Wilson. 1st and 10. Run out of the gun for Genty. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up
On a 2nd down throw for Stroud. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Raiders are on the board. It's now 10-3. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion.
A gain of 13 yards. And the 1st down, Chiefs.
Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A 6-yard
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
gain of 15 yards.
They get 15 on that game. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Chiefs.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And they're they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 21 on that connection. First down, KC.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Kansas City.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert.
Second and 10. Throwing now, Mahomes. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Third and 11. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. Look there. He comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Stroud to throw here on the first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try to sneak it here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Set to go now on first and 10. On a zone read, they'll hand it to Genty. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Now it's second and 1. Stroud going to tuck this one on the zone read. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down. Now after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. And he's into the end zone. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who've also scored throughout the league.
The extra point is good. And the Raiders are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Ooh. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position, to start this drive. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Mahomes looking to throw on second down. Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelsey.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes on first down. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Mahomes now to throw again. That one swung out wide to Pacheco. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This will be a 41-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Chiefs will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. 3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. On first and 10, here's Stroud. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Keely Ringo. So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Our tour around the NFL starts now at legendary Lambeau Field. It's the Packers at home to take on the Denver Broncos. And this is Bo Nix. He had it working. This one of 5 touchdown passes for the game. The Broncos improved to 4-2 on the year with another win. With that, a look at the rest of the action going on. Remember, bye weeks are in play, so the schedule a little lighter than it's been in weeks past. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down. Back to throw. Stroud. Rolling to the left. And Aaron Knight can even sniff the first down line there. They'll get 5 yards, but it'll bring up a fourth down.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Take it in, back at his own 12. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down. 1st and 10.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Taking off, he'll try to get there. A gain there of 20. And the Chiefs have a first down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Kansas City Chiefs, first down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Chiefs.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
He was brought down to the 26. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's 3rd and 2. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Malik Hooker, the fine safety, coming on the rush that time to record the sack.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key 3rd downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
On 4th down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Chiefs will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. They'll go play action with Stroud. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead now with Genti. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. It is 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action. Stroud. That's a short one. Caught by Bowers. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Vegas.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Genti, running left. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here's Smith to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 16 yards.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
4 yards. That's another
Play action here. Mahomes. Open man. That's Dante Thornton. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Dalton Kincaid, touchdown Chiefs. His 4th TD grab of the season. Greg, what a great play called down there, using the size of the tight end. You've been there. That's a really difficult play to pull off.
And I can promise you, Mike, they spend a lot of time all week working on this very play. They go down in the red zone, and they talk through it. They walk through it. He understands he's got that big-body tight end. Use all of that space to the outside. Keep the ball away from the defender. And it's the trust knowing that your guy is going to keep those feet in bounds and come down with 6. So you give up a touchdown on defense. The question is, how are you going to respond on the two-point try. Well, respond did they ever. Big difference giving up 8 than there is giving up 6.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. On the handoff, this is Genty. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Run right at the gut with Genty. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to pick it up with Genty. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. And it brings up 4th down.
He's going to try to get this himself. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some clock here, and they'll start this drive 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
Here's Mahomes. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to take over possession of the football. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Throwing is Stroud. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Second and 3 at the 33-yard
On his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And the Raider first down. First and 10 at the
Down to throw here on first and 10. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and
Here's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
brings up third down and
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Only need a yard. And it's fourth down. Now, Stroud. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
That's another Las Vegas.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Moving to his left.
First and goal. Quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. Second and goal.
And he's going to be stuck in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Escape it, and he will get into the end zone. C.J. Stroud, touchdown Vegas. That's his second touchdown tonight. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. On second down, Mahomes. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to get back to work They'll start out. First down and 10. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Now, on second and long.
Loss of 6. Brings up second and 16.
Gets a quick throw over to Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Stroud going to set up the throw. That's a short one. Caught by Bowers. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They'll come up for first and 10.
First down.
They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll take his shot. Looking for Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Here's Xavier Worthy and his Kansas City teammates getting set for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll run the draw with Chubb. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. Talk things over before third down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Raiders offense ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a first and 10. On play action, Stroud. He's going to look downfield once again. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There defensively.
A second down throw for Stroud. There's that man again. Another catch. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. On first down, it's Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Another try, second and 10.
The coverage by Dexton Hill.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Big play in the game right here. It's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Going for it all. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Stroud. He'll try to run for it. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute. And it may just be enough to get them a victory. The Chiefs offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And this one really all over but the shouting. One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs and make that a 5th straight victory as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Vegas.